See, this is why some things are not for everybody, okay? Because people really think that you cuckoo nanas when you know what you know, okay? Because I have a message from the extraterrestrial family members, okay? Our ET family members, in other words, okay? In other words, somebody in a collective, you are literally a time traveler. Okay? You need to know this about yourself because you can literally travel time. This is how dope we are today, okay? Literally in 2025, we are dope. Can you say that? We are dope. Okay, because you have a golden ratio around you, in other words, and what this golden ratio around you is doing to you is constantly having you stuck in your head. You may even been seeing a freaky sequence of numbers. It may not be like in a row, but it's just a sequence of numbers that you have been literally seeing spiraling in your head, okay? Not just that, this spiral that you got going on your head. See, you don't even know what you are right now, a traveler, because you are in reverse. You're not in the upright position as to be able to handle this and see what's going on around you. So you may be in your head with this golden ratio of numbers, and it's like it's a pattern of numbers, in other words, that I want to say, but this pattern is like kind of funky. It's not understandable to you. It's like you don't understand what this is, and that's because you are living in your head, and you're living in your head already. You have anxiety about your future. Okay, that's something that's kind of far ahead of your time, but because you have time traveling energy around you, or because you are a time traveler, you can literally travel to see what's in your future. Okay. Okay, this is how dope we is, and this is how everything is in for everybody. Okay, so just understand that sequence that you keep seeing in your head, and it's like a spiral. It's like starting real small, and then it get real big until it becomes whole. Okay, this is what that is. It's a feeling that you're going through right now, and it might be something that you didn't understand, but it's also an ascension that you're going through as well. Like you're literally gaining a new gift. Okay, and this new gift definitely has something to do with seeing in the future. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. You have a Nephilim around you. This Nephilim is a giant. You know, they are like 14 feet taller or taller sometimes, okay? But this, I want to say this Nephilim is kind of outdated, okay? This is an outdated energy that's around you that need to change, in other words, okay? And it could be that big old giant inside of you that need to come down a little bit. No, I don't like saying that because you know what? I was about to cut the video off, okay? But I don't like saying to bring your giant down because your giant is everything. And sometimes your giant need to be greater and bigger than what you are right now, okay? But in this sense, because of you being stuck in your head, stuck in that spiral of the past and stuck in the spiral of is the past going to come to my future, that type of time energy, you have this big giant around you, in other words. And I feel like this giant is outdated. It's not helping you right now, if that makes sense. Okay, it seems like the giant is actually putting you in a position that you don't like to be in. So this big part of you is not helping you. It needs to come down sometimes. Okay, thank you, Sarah, for coming through like you always do. Then you have the shadow self. You are becoming whole. This is why you are going through these different things, these different challenges. Gosh, this seems so confusing to me. But I know that it is somebody out there that is listening and know exactly what I am talking about. Okay? So when I say your shadow self, you are becoming whole again. Okay? This is why you are getting these gifts. This is why you have these ascension symptoms to where you are elevating and growing and changing. Okay? Yes. Your gifts are enhancing. Your gifts are coming to the light. That's what they need to do. You understand? This is why your ET family is around you. with the golden ratio. The golden ratio represents all types of frequencies, numbers, and things through Mother Nature, through the universe, and things like that. So you are tapped in. You understand? It's just because it's in reverse, you got to turn yourself around a little bit, okay? And when I say get out your past, stop allowing your past to resurface to your future, to hinder it, to hurt you in some type of way. Your past is no longer you. You are over it. You have become this big giant that is so over their past, so you don't have to worry about your past anymore, okay? And with that Nephilim energy, which is a part of the extraterrestrial family as well, our ET family. These are giants. Sometimes they are 14 feet or taller, okay? So it's that Nephilim in you that you have that kind of, because it's in reverse, it needs to come down. You need to bring it down to your size because it gave you, I want to say, a big head. As now, understand, you boosting yourself up in a way that you should not. It's like your boost is turning negative, in other words, okay? So that's why I said bring it down just a little bit, okay? Don't put yourself in a position as saying that you are better than people and things like that. This is what I don't want you to do, okay? Just understand what you are and what you are here to do. You came here, you literally have a gift of stepping into the future, okay? Time traveling, in other words. This is something that you may be doing while you are asleep. This is something that you may be doing while you are meditating and things like that, okay? I'm not saying that, you are the time traveler, do, push buttons on your arms and blink your eyes and next thing you know, you're in a whole nother dimension. No, but you can travel to other dimensions as well because you are a time traveler. This is what you're doing, and this is divine timing. This is why your gift is coming out, okay? So you might be seeing sequence and patterns of numbers from bigger to smaller, from smaller to bigger. Either way, it's not in a pattern that it should be because it's in reverse right now. And it's like that because you are allowing your past to hinder your future. This is why you're so worried about what's going to happen to you in the future, or what's going to happen in the near future, and so on and so forth. You don't have to worry about that because you actually can look and see what your future is like because you are a time traveler, honey, okay? But whatever that pedestal you got yourself on that got you way bigger and way higher than other people, like you up there to the point where you so far up, you can't hear what the people is saying to you, in other words. So you need to come back down a little bit, baby. Just come back down just a little bit so the people can understand you better, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. You are headed to wholeness. Completion, okay? This is why you're going through that up and down roller coaster, spiraling out of place and things like that. It's because you're just going through a new order, a new way of living, okay? And this is so amazing. I love this for you, Mr. or Mrs. Time Traveler. Yes, okay? These are the times that we are living in right now. Unbelievable times. You know how back in the day you say, oh, I hope I live to see the flying cars. Did you know that you were the flying car? No, I'm only playing with you, but thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. I'm sending you all so much love, light, and prosperity. I don't know who needed to hear this message, but I'm quite sure somebody did because it was here, okay? Our ET family was like, I need you to sit down and get this message out, okay? And that's exactly what I did for them. So, pay attention to the golden ratio. Those numbers that you're seeing in the pattern, but they just not funking right. You want to get them to funk right, okay? You want to get them in the sequence as a 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. You know what I mean? Something like that. That's just an example. Thank you, Spirit. But you want to see a pattern, a sequence, even if it's missing a few numbers here and there. But right now, it's like you starting from the bigger numbers and going to the smaller numbers. Where with a golden ratio, you should start with the smaller numbers and go towards the bigger ones, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. Also, the Nephilim that's around you, that's in you, that's way bigger than anything, Ask the Nephilim to come down just a little bit, okay? Because you can't hear what's really going on around you, okay? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through like you always do. Shadow self. That shadow self will help you whole, make you wholeness again, okay? Let the shadow come in and make you whole. Don't be afraid of who you used to be, because who you used to be is the one that's you might need today. Love and light. Namaste. Mwah.